asked to talk about some things that has changed over the years. Just a few things. This golf course is one. It wasn't here. When we graduated, I'm sorry, I've got a short memory, so I wrote everything down. But when we graduated, we all had dreams of things we was going to go do and change the world and improve the world and make life a better place for everybody. Well, we didn't quite get there, I don't think. We've got a lot of things to change. But to begin with, I wanted to start with some of the changes we've seen here in Coffeyville. And since the floods, there was a lot. 174th S&S Battalion, I used to be a member of. They, Kansas folded it up, moved it out in western Kansas, and then shut it down. Then the flood in 2007 tore up a lot of Coffeyville, put it on a map with the refinery accident. The Memorial Stadium, the first time I seen it, I was really surprised. I was coming up here for a class reunion, I think about 10 years ago. And I could see it off the highway. It's pretty incredible. It's just right up this way a little bit. Other big changes that we've seen, we take it for granted now. It's technology related. Right down my alley because I play around with computers a lot. Computers was just being taught in high schools. I think Coffeyville was the first high school in the state of Kansas that got computer courses. And I just barely passed that course with a D from Hafer. I know a lot of y'all think I was a straight A student. I was a long ways from it. I sat at the front of the class so I could see the chalkboard. Some of the things you might never have heard of is VisiCalc. Right now, Excel takes that spot, but it was a predecessor to the spreadsheets we all use. You can't hear me? Okay. Yeah, I wish I had a podium. Apple II was created in 1979, so it probably hadn't hit the market by the time we graduated. IBM decided to introduce the Lotus 123 in '83, and because of the spreadsheets, it helped establish the PC market. There was Microsoft and Apple, they entered the market. Then in 1991, a fellow by the name of Linus Torvalds, he introduced Linux, which is a free operating system. And open source software started following that, so now you can get all kinds of things like Open Office and stuff to play around at home if you can't afford Microsoft stuff. Computer systems have come and gone. In the 80s, there was Leading Edge, Tandy, IBM, Scott Emerson, Texas Instruments, a whole bunch of others until Michael Dell came along with the mass production line. And back then, computers cost $1,200, $2,500 a piece for a good system. And nowadays, for a system that's just as good, you can pay $35 for a Raspberry Pi that has every bit as much power as those first systems. PCs are pretty common as cell phones. Now, I made a mistake one time and I bought myself a little iPod Touch. I wanted to read books and stuff on it. I've always been a bookworm. And so my wife bought me one, a little Apple iPod Touch. And she's seen what neat things it can do. And pretty soon Apple came out with the iPhone. She's seen she could do all of that. She's got to get a new one every year. But the iPhone came with some other electronic devices. Got your competitors, and they all have cameras anymore. And so as a result of the cameras, you could have Kodachrome photos processed just about anywhere. They make really good photographs. Well, the last Kodachrome roll was processed right down the street from where I live at Dwayne's Photos. And that was about 10 years ago, I think. And one of the very first pictures that was on that Kodachrome roll was one of a fellow by Illinois. I'm trying to find this place now. His name Nero. What's his name?
I have no idea.
Yeah, he's an actor. Oh, here it is. Robert De Niro. That was the first person on that photo. The last person, or I should say the last photo, was one of the statues that's in one of the Parsons cemeteries. I couldn't remember. I don't know which statue because I've never seen it, but it's around there. And with the film going all digital, Kodak almost went belly up, but they're working on some new things now. But the digital age has also hurt film industries. Most of the videos and stuff, and most of the films you see at the movie theaters are no longer on your reels. My brother-in-law, he's really into theaters and drive-in theaters and stuff like that. The reels no longer are used. They use a digital copy. And I think they even do most of the filming as digital copy. My wife and I, we walked into a film set where they was doing a video or a movie in Old Town West in Wichita one time. We actually interrupted it. They had to do a cut, retake, this and that and the other, because we walked out right in front of the horse that we paid for. But, you know, we didn't know what was done. And they finally asked us, can you stay back here? So we did. But there's a lot of changes that we've had. Not everything's improved though. Some of the things that has gotten worse is with the digital age is you get more and more robocalls, hackers, malware, card skimmers, stuff like that. So you're always going to kind of watch what you're doing. Cable TV, it existed, but we didn't have things like ESPN. ESPN started November of 1979. So those of you that have ESPN, you probably have it so long you don't remember when you started it. But Stars, Cinemax, CNN, MSNBC, none of that was around. Fox, none of that. Those are all new. And we have Skype, MySpace, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Snapchat, Instagram, none of those was around. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, these are all stuff we take for granted now. This is some of the things that we've changed. You can now drive from London to Paris. You don't have to use a barge or whatever it is that they used to drive into and then take a boat and go across. Now you can just drive under it. They've got a tunnel that drives through something fairly long. It took them many years, and there were several people died building it. But there's also one of the things we've seen come and go is the Concorde jet. We saw it start in '76. They shut it down in 2003, and to date, it is the only airline that has never had a crash. We've seen the Berlin Wall come down. We've seen Germany reunited. We've seen the USSR separate into respective states. Those are some of the things that we saw. Some of the things in the medical field, orthoscopic surgery, it was just starting to get started in the early 80s. Doctors can now do surgeries through the internet, robotics, remote control from 1,000 miles away. A while back I saw a video where the doctor was performing mock surgery on a grape. They sliced the skin off the grape, peeled it back, and sutured it back up, all through remote control. Just incredible. There's other changes and events that we've seen. The attack of 9/11. There's several wars, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. Some of you have been to some of those. The Space Shuttle Challenger and the Columbia tragedies, marriage and death of Princess Di. These are all things that we've seen. The ISS, International Space Station, it was put aloft. And we've learned of the Ebola and the dengue fever. There's a new tick-borne fever disease that was called the bourbon fever that originated in Kansas. It was named after the county in which it was found. We've got mountain lions roaming around Kansas. I don't remember ever seeing those when I was young. There's been a few bears too. Then on personal levels, you know, each one of us have seen our own changes and feel our own changes. And for the last 40 years, these are some of the things that affect us most. For us men, we have hair growing out our ears and the nose. Some of us have to trim our wild eyebrows, especially us with glasses because they're focusing on. Many of us are on blood pressure meds now. Some of us have some serious health issues. We struggle with our weight and cholesterol, and we've learned from years from our mistakes. Perhaps we've grown more humble, more kind, more empathetic. We've learned that the changes we're going to make to the world may not have been on the best course of action. We've learned we have limits. We've learned that our definition of success is malleable, and we can change with what is important in our life at our time. Most importantly, we've learned that we can't accomplish what we set out to do single-handedly, that it takes effort and teamwork. And now AARP is constantly trying to get us to join for just $16 a year. I don't know, I'm not ready to accept the senior discounts yet. Thank you.